Good morning, it's me again, Inspirational Post by Leverson. This morning I'm just going to get straight into it on this Sunday morning. Um, I'm just going to tell you just a little bit about myself, and I've just realised why I'm actually doing this, because I've actually been writing stuff down for years, for absolute ages completely, and I've just come to that conclusion that it's all been building up as part of this, to be able to do this channel and to get what I've got to say out there. I thought that it was a sort of self therapy, which it has been, because I've been listening to other people for a while, and also I've been reading a lot, and I've been listening to people like um, say Stephen Covey. I've been listening to and reading things about George Clanson, and reading also Rich Dad, Poor Dad, um, things of that nature, and also on other great people that have been out there that have actually done something of service to help other people. I remember years ago, and I still do to this day as I'm running or as I'm walking with the dog, with Ziggy, that I've been listening to a lot of a lot of stuff, sorry, to um, self improve, to help myself through times of I didn't know what was happening, why it was happening, but I knew there was something going on, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. But now I know that what I was doing and what I've been writing down for years has been that to lead me to this point of service to help other people as well. Um, I know that I'm still obviously figuring out who I am and about myself and learning, which hopefully I'll never stop learning, which I don't want to, and just sit there and be stagnant and do nothing and just watch TV and be part of that lifestyle of sitting down, vegetating, and doing nothing. People call it relaxing, but to me, I just call it nothingness. Just being put in a zombie state, and I can't do that because my brain works in a way where it's like always active and it needs something to stimulate it. And I just found these as I was going through some stuff, some old writings that I've got here of old journals that I just found in my drawer, and some other stuff here as well. See, because I'll just write things down on bits and scraps of paper and put them to one side. Then I started doing a journal, but I knew that I was always here to help, and not just help myself, but to help other people. And I've just realised that, because I couldn't see really what that vision was at the time, because I didn't know it was that that was going to happen. It was something, obviously it's still here, so it was leading up to this. But sometimes only we can see our vision, and only when we make it, other people see our vision, then that's when they see it. But we've always had that sort of mindset where we've had to do something. And what I mean by we, I'm talking about us as well, because obviously the people that I'm talking to, you know that you're exactly going through the same thing, where you're finding what it is you were here to do and to have that purpose. I don't know if it's writing, I don't know if it's drawing, I don't know if it's something in theatrics, but it's something of purpose, of service. So I'm just going to read just a little bit of things here that I actually wrote down ages ago. So it's things like, for me, this is things that I was actually dropping down. So it was things where I was going to put this scrap of paper down, but then also transfer it back into my journal, which I will do today now that I've found these. And it's things like, I wrote down this, which was: great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. Which is absolutely true, because there's no point me discussing people and finding out things of gossip and stuff that which isn't going to help me or help anybody else. It's just nonsense, and it's just gossiping, and it's just having nothing to do apart from, oh, have you seen this? Oh, have you heard? Have you heard? No, I haven't heard. No, I don't really want to know. But that's how most people live, because they think that by talking about somebody else, that they don't have to think about what they're not doing for themselves. So as is this, that's small-mindedness, because it's small thoughts. The average mind will discuss events that have probably happened, instead of making your own events. Great minds discuss ideas of what they're going to do and how they're going to do it and how they're going to build it, what businesses are going to build, what are they going to do to actually, as I said, lose weight, or what are they going to do to get themselves into being a reader. And that was one of the biggest things that I had to realise for myself, that by reading was opening up my mind to different worlds out there, to different people's different thoughts, and definitely to different ideas. And these ideas, that when you see something and you can take a little piece from that and you can jot it down, and that triggers something to help you. It could be something about, say, if you read about all the negative stuff about sugar, and you've read that and you've read it and you've really researched it and everything else, and then you think, well, okay, I know that definitely that's no good for me. Not just hearing that people say, oh, sugar's no good for you, but you actually find out why. So then that idea has turned into action of you actually picking up and reading something. So now you know that information that you're getting is true. So the information that you should also get, don't just get it from one source, get it from different sources. And if those sources and what you're hearing, they're all adding up and giving you the same result, then you know that you're basically you're definitely on the right path. And there's something else that I actually wrote down as well. See, because it's all about, why I'm doing this is to help other like-minded people, to say, you know what, you can do what you want to do, but you have to get away from the negative people that just don't want to sit down, as I said, the small-minded people who discuss people, small-minded people who discuss people. So that's a negative straight away. So there's something else that I actually wrote down, and don't forget, great minds discuss ideas. So that's what I say about getting like-minded people around to actually discuss where you want to go, how you want to get there, and what you have to do to get there. To me, I know that it's reading. As now, I'm just going to pop away for 2 seconds. Just I can just show you something just quickly. Excuse me. And I'm back. And just to show you what I mean about reading, obviously I'm going through my YouTube thing, as I said, because in a year's time I will have learnt Spanish, and I found something with the rest of my books, and this is what it is, from years ago that I'd bought, and I was putting post-its around the house and everything else trying to learn Spanish. That's Ziggy that you can hear barking at the moment. And what it was me. I just put this down, but I'd left it there, but I'd bought it for a reason, because I knew at some stage it would happen. Without really, in my subconscious, I knew it was going to happen. So that is very important to me. But as I said, so it's small things that you go back and take a look at and think, that is why that is why I had that. That is why I had an affinity for that, to buy that book. This is why I had these written down ages ago, years ago, in fact, because I knew that at some stage, subconsciously, I knew that they would be used for me to put down in my journal when I had it, as I do, as I've showed you before.